Welcome back to Change Talk Wednesday, a part of the Rivers Women's Initiative. Today we'll be discussing acknowledging the signs of your season. Today, if you're living in the Northeast like I am, marks the first day of fall. And fall I've heard defined by some as not a true season, rather a transition between seasons. And this brings to mind an important fact to me, that in life, we go through a lot of transitions, and different seasons can easily creep up on us without us recognizing. Just the other day, it was summer. Just the other day, we broke out our shorts and our tank tops and our flip-flops. And today, the cool breeze of fall sneaks in and forces us to cuddle back into our long sleeves and our long johns. What does that mean for our life? That means the same way with the seasons around us, we have to be able to acknowledge when the transition is taking place. It's the same way that in our lives, we have to be able to recognize when a transition is taking place. What are the signs of your season? The scripture says in Psalm 1:3, "And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bring forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper." This scripture is very clear that the fruit of this tree, the fruit of this individual's life, doesn't come forth all the time, but it comes forth in his season. Is this your season? Is this your season to produce? Is this your season to get motivated and move? Is this your season to pick up the broken pieces and put them back together again and see what it is that God has for you? I gotta be honest with you and tell you, this Change Talk Wednesday is a little challenging for me because right now I'm facing some obstacles in my personal life. But I know it's only building and growing a testimony. A testimony that tells me that man's no doesn't mean that it's God's no. And I thank God for the seasons of transition that are going on in my life and the seasons of transition that are taking place in your life, because when we reflect on it, if it wasn't for this season of transition, we don't know what dreams, what historical moments, what monumental ideas would perish if it wasn't for the transition. When we look at nature, if the seasons didn't change, then salmon wouldn't be able to spawn and swim back upstream. If the seasons didn't change, the monarch butterfly could not make its migration, and a generation of this beautiful creature would die out. If the seasons didn't change, the fruit of the tree could not be harvested, and the bear and her cubs could not hibernate and find their rest. This may be your season. There might be obstacles in it. There might be challenges, but this is your season. Don't allow an obstacle to stop you from moving forward. Don't allow a transition to trip you up, but be living water. Because like the rivers that we're planted by, a river doesn't stop because an obstacle is in the way. Living water makes its own path. Change is coming. Change will come. But will you recognize the signs of your season of transition?